Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel Code Stack with Sandeep. My name is Sandeep and I am a Java full stack developer with more than 4 years of real-time industry experience. In this channel, I will be teaching Java, Spring Boot, microservices, Docker, Kubernetes, and the interview-oriented concepts in a very simple and the practical way. This is my first video, so if you are preparing for Java job interviews or the real world projects, you are in the right place. In this 90 days full stack series, we will start with the Java basics and gradually move to Spring Boot, microservices, database, Docker and the Kubernetes, AWS Cloud, CI/CD, real-time project and project deployment. Even if you are a beginner, don't worry, I will explain everything step by step, just like how it works in the real companies. About today's video will be just the introduction that how our roadmap will be. In the 90 days full stack development roadmap, we are just going to show you some of the slides that I have prepared for you guys in order to understand what my roadmap will be in the next 90 days for the Java full stack development, and another slides I have also prepared just for the cloud, that how we will move to the cloud for the production ready deployments on the AWS. uh, we will learn the real-time tools like Dockers, Kubernetes, how SonarQube works for the code review. So in this slide, let's talk about introduction and the goals. In our 90 days learning plan, we will have the project and the interview preparation and what our outcome will be. We will analyze at the end of like the months or the end of 2 or 3 weeks. In the next slide, we have written that for the freshers and the experienced developers, the industry focused teaching will be approached, interview oriented approach will be there, and we will be building the real time projects. We will also crack the interviews very confidently, how the interview is being asked right now, the scenario is being changed and the interview is getting tough. So how to tackle the interview questions for the L1 L2 rounds and the manager rounds and then the final rounds, that's also going to be tricky nowadays. So we will discuss everything step by step, so don't worry. And we will be explaining you the core Java oops concept, the most important questions and the pillars of the Java oops concept. In the advanced Java, we will be talking about the multi-threading, and we will be talking about the collections and the exceptions, a string, the most important, and the Java 8 features. Every interview you will be asked, and every industry the Java 8 is being used, because we can write the clean and very reusable codes by using the Java 8 features. We will also learn about the basic DSA questions, because in nowadays the interviewers are not any interview that will you will be go through without any DSA questions. So once you will understand the basic understanding of the DSA, you will be able to crack the interview as well. And next we will talk about the Spring Core and the Spring Boot, that how a Spring Core came into the picture, and then how a Spring Boot is being developed at the top of the Spring Core. So we will be building the REST APIs, we will be using the JPA and the Hibernate as an ORM tool, and we will be doing the introduction about the microservices, how microservices works, how microservices are different from the monolithic application, how microservices communicate with each other by using the REST API or by using the event driven architecture like RabbitMQ or the Kafka. We will be talking about the RabbitMQ or the Kafka according to your demand. And for the front end, we will be talking about the JavaScript and the TypeScript. For the same, we will be using the Angular fundamentals and the full stack projects. And then we will also start a section, separate section will be there just only for the mock interviews, that how to prepare the real-time mock interviews in order to crack any interview. And the last, the full stack foundation, the project and the industry ready project will be there, and how you can grow in your career. We will talk about the 90 days cloud in the real-time tools roadmap. So what we are going to discuss in the next 90 days after our full stack development, we will be talking about the real-time tools, what will be our outcomes at the end of the course. We will talk about the production focused learning, interview ready tools. We'll be discussing about the Git and the GitHub. Once we will done with the code, we will also deploy our code to the GitHub, and the Linux basic, most important whenever it is required for the Dockers and for the deployment of our apps on the EC2 instances in the AWS cloud. And Docker's fundamentals, of course, we will be seeing. Containerization, we will be seeing. And K8's architecture, that is the most important architecture. We will see how pods and their services, deployments and their scaling, because for the n number of microservices that are in the production, so it is very difficult to manage the loads. To manage the loads, we will be taking the K8's architecture, that is the Kubernetes. They scales the application very efficiently. So we will be talking and the architecture, the entire architecture, step by step. And we will also discuss the EC2 instances of AWS, IAM, S3, CloudWatch, RDS, and many more services we will be covering. CI/CD pipelines for the continuous delivery and the continuous deployment. Then we will be discussing how a developer pushes their code and how the automatically var or the jar get deployed to the EC2 instances. So let's start this journey together. Please like and subscribe to this channel if you like this roadmap. See you in the next video. Thank you.